Hi guys, yeah, just about fit me and this in. So this has literally just turned up on my doorstep. I've been out this morning, turned up and this was waiting there for me. I've got an idea what I think it is, but yeah, let's open it up together and get this thing out. I'm not sure if this is going to be upside down or the right way round. Well, we'll soon find out. So yeah, it's kind of what I thought it was, mainly because obviously I ordered everything from Amazon. That's basically where I get everything from, is from Amazon. And obviously I haven't ordered anything for today. So when this was sort of, I got a little ping on my email to say this was turning up. So yeah, I kind of got a bit excited because I had a rough idea what it is. As you guys may well know, obviously I'm doing a lot more videos now with 3D printing bits. Just because I think it's awesome that I can get an imagination of what I want to build and then go and find the bits and pieces on well, basically Thingiverse is what I'm using at the moment. Well, I will start using or looking for other people that are obviously making stuff. So yes, obviously I've been using the Anycubic Viper. Awesome printer, really is great. Obviously ideal for bigger pieces and terrain pieces. When it comes to obviously printing small little pieces, it's still doable, but you can faintly see the lines, which obviously you don't want to do. So yes, Anycubic have kindly sent me a resin printer to go alongside the Anycubic Viper that I'm currently using. And obviously this bad boy I will be using for miniatures. I say I can't see me now ever buying any more Games Workshop stuff. Yeah, simple as that really. I'm now going to be printing off my own sort of versions of basically the figures that I need to do what I need for dioramas. Plus I also obviously want to print off a full army. So I'll be doing that in an upcoming video. I'll be printing off a full army with this. As well as obviously Dungeons and Dragons. Again, this is something I've bought all the books, they're sitting over here. I want to get back into. I haven't played it for years and years and years and years. But yeah, I want to print off obviously figures, floor tiles, all kinds of bits and pieces to do with Dungeons and Dragons. So again, that's going to be some videos coming up shortly as well. But yeah, so obviously this is the Photon Mono. Yeah, which is pretty excited about. I think the build plate on this is a little bit bigger than my other one. But yeah, I can't wait to get this out, unboxed and have a go. I've already got a mini that I'm going to have a go printing. It's a Paladin. So when I do start playing D&D, so my favourite classes are Paladins and Clerics, mainly because I like to wear armour, have shields, but obviously still use spells. So. Right, so we'll speed up the next bit of footage of me getting this out, getting it level, getting it in position over there behind me, and then we'll get our first print done. Okay. Okay, so while I whiz through and get this little bad boy set up, I have to admit it didn't take too long, which is pretty cool. So yeah, while I'm doing this, I just want to say a big shout out and thank you to all my patrons for helping support the channel. As without their help, I'm not sure I'll be able to continue to sort of buy all the bits and pieces that I need. So yeah, much appreciation to all these guys. There is a link in the description as well as at the end if you want to help support the channel and become a patron and get to see behind the scenes images, pictures, videos, all that kind of good stuff of what I'm currently working on basically. And I will also be setting it up soon so that all my patrons have access to basically everything that I make I'm going to be selling. But only to patrons at the moment, so you need to be a patron to obviously buy any of my stuff. Also want to say a big shout out to Artiscapade, Easy Roll of Dice and Anycubic, who also sponsor this channel. And again, they send me things to make it possible for me to be able to produce videos by making stuff, which is awesome. So many thanks to those as well. So the Anycubic printer only took a few minutes to really sort of set up and level, which was awesome. And yeah, now I'm going to have a go at printing out my first figures. So I'm not going to be doing the Paladin like I kind of previously mentioned. Instead, I'm printing out some awesome dwarfs made by Miniature of Madness. And I found them on My Mini Factory. And they're currently doing a Kickstarter called Hold My Dwarf, where there's tons of awesome looking figures to go and have a look at and obviously eventually buy. So there's a link in the description, guys. Go and check them out, as their figures really are outstanding. And soon they're going to be making a figure of me, which is going to be even more awesome. So I can't wait to see that and to show you that when it arrives, guys. So all their STLs come pre-supported, which is awesome. So then all you need to do is stick them on a little USB, stick that in the printer, push a couple of buttons, and Bob's your auntie. And then you can just sit back, watch the machine do its business. And I think this one took about an hour and 50, I think it might have been. And I printed out 8 miniatures. Because obviously the good thing with these kind of printers, it doesn't matter how many figures you print, it's actually the height that sort of determines how long it takes. So yeah, it's about an hour and 50, give or take. And then I got 8 lovely little miniatures. Obviously they didn't need all cleaning off, so I am wearing gloves for this sort of stuff, guys, because this stuff isn't good for your skin. And yeah, they all came out first time perfect. And yeah, popped straight off the plate, which was pretty cool. And then just a little bit of cleaning required, and I can get on and paint these. Obviously any cubic needs to look away now, as I'm going to be sticking these in my Elegoo Mercury Plus washer. But that's fine, doesn't really matter. Yeah, so give them a little spin in there, that cleans them. Well, I feel like I'm making some sort of fish and chips here with a little basket. But yeah, it makes it a lot easier to obviously put the figures in and take them out. And obviously this way they don't get sort of damaged. So yeah, quick little bit of drying and then back in. And then they can get hit by the UV light. Don't ask me exactly what this does. I know it obviously sort of cures them, protects them, finishes them. But that's as far as I know about that lot. And there we go, 8 perfect figures. Yeah, I say on the detail on these, I know I used to always go on about the detail in Games Workshop figures being sort of amazing. Yeah, these figures by far easily as good, if not better. And obviously a fraction of the price. So yeah, this is why I won't be buying any more sort of miniatures from Games Workshop. I'm going to get in all my STL files online. Probably mainly from My Mini Factory, because there seem to be a lot of great artists out there. So definitely using them a lot more. But say, go and check out the links down below, guys, and go and have a look at Miniatures of Madness, as they do a whole variety of figures. So awesome. And obviously the other great thing about having a 3D printer, I can print these out whatever size I've gone, or whatever size I want, I mean. So yeah, initially I printed them out a little bit large, and then I printed out some smaller ones. But that's fine, because the larger ones I'm actually going to use to make like little dioramas with. And obviously in this case I'm picking 3 of them, and these 3 are all from the Kickstarter set Hold My Dwarf. And yeah, I just think these are great. It's like lots of detail, amazing looking figures, and they got plenty of character to them. So I've been using the brushes that Artiscapade sent to me about 3-4 weeks ago now, and yeah, I have to say I really enjoy using these. I say they're nice and comfortable, got a nice little grip on them. And yeah, I think for the first time I'm actually really enjoying painting more than any other time, to the extent where I am looking at a lot more videos now to do with painting, as I do want to improve my skills. And so like in the video recently, I've only actually painted 5 minis, which is probably why I'm always saying I'm no good. And it's not that I'm no good, well, I'm a little bit no good. It's pretty much because I've not really had a lot of practice. So I am taking a lot more time with these dudes. I'm filling the water a whole lot more, and then this way I can build up sort of more and more layers of paint. And obviously doing it this way gives it a bit of difference in the actual look of the paint, so they're a bit more different sort of contrast looking. So they've all got a basic primer on now, or a basic undercoat on. And yeah, now I'm going to go over and do some sort of like little highlighting bits, and I'm also making a wash from the oils that I've recently started using. So yeah, I think all the oils are great for washes, because obviously mix in loads of white spirit to really thin it down, and then yeah, you can sort of brush it on when you want to, and if there's too much on there you can just sort of dab it off with a little sponge. So having the decent brushes obviously won't automatically make me a better painter, but I think having decent tools does make you want to improve your skills, and you do sort of take more time, care and attention. And yeah, I'll have to admit, I really enjoyed painting these, and for the first time I didn't kind of want to finish, because normally when I get to near the end of painting something, I'm always thankful I'm at the end, whereas these ones I kind of thought I had finished, then kept looking at them and thought, no, I'm going to add a bit more and do a bit more. So yeah, I really did enjoy painting these. So now I'm basically going to go over the whole thing with like it's kind of like obviously a brownish wash. And obviously this will sink in all the nooks and crannies and all that kind of good stuff. But then the great thing is, once that's all done, I've let it dry for about half an hour. And then you can just go over with, say, a little cotton wool bud thingy here. And yeah, take off the excess just to leave obviously some of that that sort of stain looking stuff in the nooks and crannies, just to add sort of shadowing really, I guess. So yeah, again, I'm really pleased how this came out, because I did all this and then I went back over certain areas and did some more sort of like repainting with the original colour, just again to add some highlights. And this is something I've never actually done before. Normally I just chuck on a load of wash, maybe do a bit of dry brushing and then call it quits. But say, I really was enjoying painting this, so I wanted to try and sort of improve it and add a bit more sort of colour to it, so it didn't look all dark and grungy. And yeah, I really enjoyed painting this, and I'm really pleased with how it's come out. So I can't wait to keep using these Artiscapade brushes to definitely improve on my my painting skills. So yeah, and I've even gone here and now try to do sort of like some highlights with some different colours over like the beard and a few other little bits and pieces. So yes, I think I am going to now be starting to sort of improve my my skills. I say obviously the brush, it's not just obviously just down to the brushes, but I think the brushes make you feel better and make you want to improve, which is pretty awesome. And there we go, my best painted figures ever. So yes, obviously I didn't want to sort of ruin this now by just painting the base, because whenever I paint bases they always look pants. So this time I'm going to actually do sort of like a proper basing. And if you've seen my last video, or I'm going to start doing like obviously the tips and tricks that I'm sort of learning and picking up. Yeah, I've done a combination of a variety of materials mixed together to give a more sort of like natural look for a base. And yeah, again, I am so pleased with how this figure has turned out, both painted and the base. Definitely my best painted figures, and definitely my best basing. So yeah, I really am pleased with this, and say can't wait to do more of these kind of like figures. I've got a variety of other figures that I'm going to be doing from Miniatures of Madness, and I say soon, or I'm not too sure how soon, but hopefully fairly soon, I will be getting my own figure made by yeah, Miniatures of Madness. So I can't wait to get that, and obviously then paint that. So that's going to be pretty awesome. And yeah, there we go. So there's the finished product. Yeah, very happy with this. I am going to be printing and painting obviously the minis on their own. These were just done like this because obviously they were larger than the sort of 28mm, 32mm size. So yes, I thought I'd make a little diorama. Okay guys, well I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments down below if you enjoyed it, what you'd like to see me do in the future, and what you think obviously of these miniatures. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell, as I do make videos every week. Okay guys, that's it. Bye for now.